I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. The two Orange County teens arrested for the killing of 81-year-old Helen Mills inside her Goshen home August 2nd were back in court today to be arraigned on felony charges including second-degree murder, arson, and burglary. 19-year-old Devin Giordano of Goshen and 17-year-old Jennifer Molyneux of the town of Walkway were brought into an Orange County courtroom this morning where their attorneys filed pleas of not guilty in their behalf. Molyneux was ordered held without bail. Bail for Giordano was set at $1.5 million cash or $5 million bond. Prosecutors say the pair conspired to enter Mills's Green Street home to steal money and/or drugs. Mills died after being punched, strangled, and suffocated, and her home then set on fire in an attempt to cover up the crime. Assistant District Attorney Chris Kelly said proceeds from the crime were recovered and that the defendant's clothing had tested positive for gasoline that was used to torch the house. Molyneux wept during her arraignment. Her attorney made a request that she be placed under suicide watch. Supporters of Monticello Mayor Gordon Jenkins showed up at last night's village board meeting to make their voices heard in the wake of the mayor's arrest on charges that include bribe receiving, criminal mischief, and conspiracy. Charges connected to the demolition of the former Village Justice Court building. Monticello Code Enforcement Officer James Snowden, who also faces a 9-count criminal indictment involving the demolition, was suspended by the board during the meeting that was dominated by comments from Jenkins supporters who claimed the charges are the result of racial targeting by the Sullivan County District Attorney. The speakers included Rochelle Massey, a former village trustee and Jenkins' girlfriend, who warned the board that the atmosphere in Monticello could become similar to that of Ferguson, Missouri, the scene of racially charged protests. I'm being set up. That's what former Ulster County Legislator Frank Felicello Jr. told the Times-Herald Record reporter when asked about his arrest on a felony stolen property charge. The 61-year-old Marlboro resident is accused of possessing more than $3,000 worth of stolen property. He and others had been hired to help a Marlboro resident move out of a house. The new owner reported to police that some items described as pool and jacuzzi mechanics were missing. Police say those items turned up in Felicello's possession. He had served as an Ulster County Legislator for more than 20 years. Felicello is scheduled for arraignment in Marlboro Town Court August 27th. They're playing hardball. Yesterday we told you about the program rolled out by the Orange County District Attorney David Hoovler and other county officials in an attempt to get truants back in school. Under the provisions of the SMART program, school officials will refer to the DA's office cases involving kids with 30 or more unexcused absences. And if parents don't take the appropriate steps to deal with the problem, they could face the criminal charge of endangering the welfare of a child. The initiative has the backing of school officials in Orange County, including Port Jervis District Superintendent Thomas Bonjovi.
And it's not about arresting parents. This is about helping kids. And we help kids by supporting those parents and guardians who, many of them, don't know what else to do. They're also at a level where they are very frustrated with their own children. So really this is the next logical step for all the school districts in Orange County to kind of take that, go to the next level. We can reach a certain level of parent and students and get them to come to school. But all the schools know you do get to a point where there is a small percentage of parents and guardians who, for many reasons, disregard our help.
According to Hoovler, studies show a connection between truancy and future criminal activity, and he said the idea came to him while he and County Executive Steve Newhouse were on the campaign trail last fall and noticed kids in the streets at times when they should have been in school. The Ulster County Legislature could be voting next month on a proposed local law that would force gas stations in the county to post signs with both the cash and credit card prices for their gasoline. The move's being backed by legislators who say their constituents have complained about seeing a pump price displayed only to pull up and discover that the credit card price is higher. Not everyone is on board with this. Some have said the new law would create an additional burden on businesses. At some stations, the credit card price can be as much as 10 cents a gallon higher than the cash price. A call to an accident scene has resulted in the filing of felony charges against a driver. When state police responded to a report of a rollover accident on Burlingham Road in the town of Mamakating Sunday night, they discovered that the driver had run off into a nearby wooded area. After Morris Henry of Bloomingburg was found in what police described as an intoxicated state, he was charged with felony driving while intoxicated, along with leaving the scene of a property damage accident and felony aggravated unlicensed operation of a motor vehicle. Henry was arraigned in town of Mamakating Court and sent to Sullivan County Jail. Despite continuing blowback from the passage of the SAFE Act, and despite allegations that his administration interfered with an anti-corruption commission, Governor Andrew Cuomo continues to hold a 2-to-1 advantage over his Republican challenger in the race for governor this year. That's according to the latest Quinnipiac University poll. It gives Cuomo a 56 to 28% lead over Republican candidate Rob Astorino. The poll found that many voters remain unfamiliar with Astorino, the current Westchester County executive. The poll results are essentially unchanged from Quinnipiac's poll in May. And it opened just last week, but troubles with a piece of software has led to the decision to shut down the new walkway over the Hudson elevator for a couple of days. Randy Simons, a spokesman for the State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation, said the elevator's position encoder was, quote, acting up a bit, and the decision was made to order a new one rather than rely on multiple backup systems. Simons said there was never any danger to the public. The 21-story elevator is expected to be back in operation on Saturday. The forecast is for wet weather to move into the region tomorrow. Thursday will be a cloudy day with showers likely. Temperatures will get up around 80 degrees. Friday will be partly sunny with the highs again in the neighborhood of 80 degrees, and there should be plenty of sunshine to enjoy over the weekend. We'll get the news and information to help start your day in the Times-Herald Record, and breaking news as always, just a click away right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.